It's justice. The sleeping is done. It's done. Get out of your bed. Conspiracies don't exist.
So,
Are you dumb in your head?
I've been following this Second Amendment issue and the whole ban the guns mantra that's taking place in the political scene, and with the Boston bombing and the different shootings of Texas law enforcement, prosecutors, and that sort of thing. These types of events that are taking place, we're hearing, more the rhetoric about banning the guns. And I gotta make my position clear. I am pro Second Amendment. I just gotta be really, really clear about that. Um, so this video is really not geared toward anybody who's anti-Second Amendment. So if you're anti-Second Amendment, you can just go ahead and click the pause button on your YouTube channel and go to a different page, because I'm not talking to you. Now, to the point, and I want to keep this short and sweet, because again, I know how attention spans can be, and mine is not the greatest as well. But to that end, to the people who want to defend the Second Amendment, which is not the right to bear arms or well-regulated militia and that whole mantra. It's not the right. No, the Second Amendment is the prohibition of government infringing upon those rights. There's a difference between the amendment giving us the right and the Second Amendment prohibiting the infringement of said right. So we got to be clear about that. A right that is inalienable, a right that is bestowed on living beings from their creator, from their very existence. So we got to be clear about that. But here's the point: if you're gonna defend the Second Amendment, rallying, protesting, marching, and organizing, different gun groups and pro Second Amendment groups, it's cool. I'm not against that. However, if we look at the history of nonviolent protest, marching, protesting, and rallying have been probably the least effective of all different forms of nonviolent sort of demonstrations. What we must do is we must hit them where it hurts, which is financially. Money talks, okay? So what that means is we have to take an active position in boycotting different businesses who are anti-Second Amendment. If you're pro-Second Amendment, you don't have to buy anything from organization or corporation that is anti-Second Amendment. The same thing with the actors and actresses who made the video about, the gun ban and in that anti-Second Amendment language and with the rhetoric of saving the children. Don't go watch their movies, because they are against something you agree with. So you don't support them. They're not supporting your rights. You don't support them financially. Okay, it only makes sense. Simple equation. So, an example, and not to say, I'm not saying that these groups are not the list. I'm not saying that they are anti-Second Amendment. I'm just, giving a list. Burger King. I like Burger King. It's probably my favorite fast food restaurant, and I really don't eat fast food. But if I'm going to eat fast food, it's probably Burger King. And if I go research or look into this and find out that Burger King is anti-Second Amendment and supports the anti-Second Amendment agenda, I will stop purchasing Burger King. And advise anybody else I know who is pro-Second Amendment to stop purchasing Burger King. It's as simple as that. That's the greatest example I can give to you. If you like to drink alcohol, maybe Smirnoff's your drink. If you find out Smirnoff is anti-Second Amendment, stop drinking Smirnoff. Just stop it. Okay? We have to go beyond conventional means when trying to make our point clear. And then you have to be really, really verbal about why you're doing what you're doing. Because it's one thing to take a stand and be silent about it. And some stances calls for silence. But in this case, you know, say if I'm with a friend, and say the Burger King scenario, I'm with a friend and they say, come on, man, let's go to Burger King. And I'm like, man, nah, I don't eat from Burger King. I can't eat from Burger King because they anti-Second Amendment. Again, I'm giving an example, not saying that Burger King is this way. So we got to be real stern in our position. We're not going to get anywhere from protesting, rallying, and marching. And those things are good, and they're good for unifying people, so people can see who else is in the struggle with you. But when it comes to trying to force people to not violate your rights, most of the times financially is the best way to hit them. Don't give them any money. Just something to think about. Just signing off.
The sleeping is done, yeah, it's done. Get out of your bed, conspiracies don't exist. Are you dumb in your head? Or just let them put a gun in your head? The gun isn't there. One pull of the trigger, now the dummy is dead. You should listen when warnings are said. Too many have died. Take a second to remember the dead. Now that that's done, time for looking ahead. The truth is like food.